My name is Tianna and I am the writer of the script Obia that's on the Brit List this year. Obia is about a British Jamaican girl who is basically born with a gift who she's able to speak to people who are dead, and there are a series of murders across the UK particularly across the city of London, and she finds herself pulled into this really dark and ancient plot of revenge from a very, very, very old being. It's very much like about the struggle between indigenous religions and the Christian religion, and especially how this relates to enslaved people and their migration to the UK. I was primarily inspired by my culture because Obia is a real concept in West Indian culture, and the word is pulled directly from Patois and Creole languages. But I've also been really inspired by Meg Cabot's The Mediator, which I read when I was a kid. Thus far, I've spent time in one writer's room, so that's been really exciting for me. I got signed in January, so it's not been a long time since I've been a signed writer. I did apply for film school, but unfortunately I didn't get in. But I mean, resilience has just kept me going and kept me creating and writing. I spent some time as well as a freelance reader for BBC Films. So that was quite enjoyable, and I got to learn a lot about the industry from the inside at that point. I start with a playlist because one of the things that really brings me into a world when I'm watching a TV show or a movie is always a score or the playlist. However relatable it is, and I mean relatable not necessarily to me but relatable to the storyline, the stronger the storyline feels. And so I always start with a playlist, and whatever my idea is, I try to build a playlist around it, what would be appropriate to play on a show like this. And then the more I play it, the more the scenes come to life, because I'm able to put the music to the scene and create the vibe of the scene based on the song. Not only that, a lot of the things that I write to is reggae music, and reggae music has a deep history of storytelling and sharing news and sharing information. So it's really easy to do that, to just extrapolate ideas straight from reggae. I mean, I can write in both forms, but I choose primarily to write for television. There's something about being able to control the pace of a television show that I prefer than writing a film, because there's something like episodic, getting people to come back, and it's almost like trying your hand at how well you can really write to get people to come back to watch the next bit or to read the next bit to find out what happens next. I really prefer that long form of telling a story. So I've currently been working on a pilot for a television show called The Tech Game, which is about a girl who's a software engineer linking up with her granddad, who is a seasoned jailbird for drug charges. And they basically design an app together to sell marijuana across London, like Uber Eats. But it's a great show, I think, because it shows different generational differences in how we use tech and how we navigate the world. So I really want to get that show off the ground. And I've also been working on another television show called The Unicorn, which is specific to British Jamaican bisexual women's experiences with couples who, get to try to use them for their relationships, for whatever reason, to improve their relationship and their lives. And it really does center this one girl who's been brought into this family by her church to reform her sexual deviances, and it turns out that she sleeps with both of the husband and wife within the couple, within the marriage.